Okay, this is my last bits of weight loss surgery advice for pre and post-op patients for gastric bypass, or actually lap band. A lot of this can be used for lap band patients as well. Okay, number one, hair loss. I hear this a lot. And hair loss is perfectly normal. It's just a phenomenon of surgery that can't be explained yet. There are several different theories out there, and this is my theory. I believe that it's because of extra protein that you're getting in, and it's making your hair grow and pushes the old out of the follicle, so you lose hair at a rapid pace. But you're also growing hair at a rapid pace as well. Hair all over my body grows rapidly, like majorly rapidly. I used to shave every 3 or 4 days, and when I was losing hair like crazy about a month or 2 months ago, I'd shave in the morning, and in the evening I would have stubble. It's just healthy. It's perfectly normal. Just eat well and take your vitamins. Don't stress out about it. It's just hair loss, and it'll come back. Low carb. I hear a lot of people say to eat low carb, like less than 20 grams of carbs and like 100 grams of protein, and you do realize that that's Atkins on induction, right? And that is extremely bad for your body. I used to do that. I did that for years. I did so much damage to my body that way. Your body needs carbs. Your brain needs carbs to function. It kills me to hear that people say, eat less than 20 carbs a day. You don't need to do that if you want to keep your brain healthy and working. And your brain controls your whole body, so you need to eat your carbs. Don't go all out and have hundreds and hundreds of carbs and stuff like that, but eat your good carbs like fruits and vegetables and your whole grains. You just need to stay away from the refined stuff like breads and pastas and stuff like that. If you're going to eat that, have whole grain. Also, if you have tons of extra protein, you're at risk for renal failure. Did you know that? Also, extra protein means extra calories. And for the most part, if you have tons of protein, you're going to have a lot of saturated fat if you don't get your protein from plant sources. So that's setting you up for heart disease in the future and gallbladder problems. So eat lean protein. Don't eat extra that your body can't handle. Right after surgery, a lot of doctors tell you to get in tons of water and protein. And I just want to let you know that it's impossible to do that right out. Your stomach is too small to hold your 64s. 64 ounces of water, 64 grams of protein. You can't do that right when you get out of surgery. And they tell you that so you'll be conscientious about getting some of that stuff in. They know that you're not going to be able to do that. But my advice to you is just to stay hydrated. Get your water in. Don't worry about how much you're getting in. Just make sure you stay hydrated so you don't land in the hospital for dehydration. Don't eat junk. Junk is what made you fat and obese in the first place. That's why you're having weight loss surgery or had it. Your pouch is very tiny, and you don't have room to put a whole lot of stuff in it. So you want to make that stuff count. So you need to eat nutritious stuff for your pouch and your body. Just give up junk. It has no nutritional value at all, and it's not doing you any good. Exercise as much as possible, but start off slow, because if you start off too quickly, too much too soon, you're going to get burned out and you're not going to want to do it. And as you lose weight, you're going to find that exercise is very enjoyable. It is. It's very, very enjoyable, and it reduces stress. Don't be a slave to the scale. You're going to have days where you don't lose anything. You're going to have days where you gain a pound or two. It's normal. It's not about how much you weigh. And, you're not going to lose weight every day, so don't expect to. A plateau. A plateau is no loss at all for 6 to 8 weeks. The reason it's called a plateau is when you chart your weight, like I do, you will see just a straight line, a very long straight line, not a short line like a stall or something. But a plateau is a long line, and it just means that it's a large amount of time where you haven't had any loss. And the reason it's called a plateau is because it looks like a plateau out in nature. Go to Google, look for like steps or plateaus, and you'll see why that's called a plateau. Normally you experience a stall and not a plateau. No soda or carbonation in your pouch. Carbonation will stretch your pouch out. Soda's bad for you anyway. Don't drink anything with your meals. The reason for this is, one, it's going to stretch your pouch out with food and water or whatever you're drinking. Two, you want your food to stay in your pouch, and the liquid's going to wash it out. So it's best to avoid that altogether. I know it's very hard for some people to get used to not drinking while eating. I didn't have a problem with that, because as soon as I ate and I took just a tiny sip of whatever, I had the most excruciating pain in my pouch, and that was the first and last time I drank with food. So, just a warning to y'all. And let's see, buy a nutrition scale and a food journal. It's going to help you out a lot. And finally, listen to your own surgeon above anything else. If you have a question, ask your surgeon. If it's like a specific question about something, ask your surgeon. If it's like a question about experience, go ahead and ask people online. That's totally cool. But he or she knows what's best for you, and what he wants for your pouch and what you want to eat and put in it. So anyway, that's my last bit of advice, and I wish you luck.